Some people come alive not in busy streets, but in the soft corners of their own rooms. They don't search for the thrill of loud gatherings or strangers passing by. They find grounding in familiar walls, in the gentle rhythm of stillness. Others may assume they're hiding from life, yet nothing could be further from the truth. They are simply choosing a different way of being. A way defined not by avoidance, but by peace. Research shows that those who prefer staying home often have vivid inner landscapes. Their minds are active, rich, and deep. Their imagination moves constantly, their emotions breathe freely, and their thoughts flow with meaning. Home, to them, isn't an escape. It is the one place where their inner world can unfold without interruption. Psychologists describe this as high internal self-presence, where feeling connected to oneself is more natural than feeling connected to noise. They don't need crowds for excitement. They can sit by a window with a warm drink and feel a fullness others chase across miles. Their hearts don't race in chaos. They steady themselves in calm. But it wasn't always this way. Many once tried to keep up with fast-moving friends, parties, endless plans. They tried fitting into a pace that was never meant for them. And at some point, they realized something essential. Their calm wasn't a flaw. Their preference for quiet wasn't a weakness. It was their rhythm. Their truth. I remember misunderstanding this myself. I believed staying home meant isolation. I thought I would feel forgotten or left behind. Instead, I felt recognized in the silence. I felt understood by stillness itself. I learned that I didn't need applause to feel seen. I didn't need noise to feel alive. Peace, I discovered, is also a way of living. Many who enjoy being home share a quiet gift, introspection. They think deeply. Every small moment becomes a reflection, a story, a shift in understanding. They feel emotions fully. Joy becomes rich. Sadness becomes expressive. Hope becomes direction. Studies show that individuals drawn to solitude often score high in creativity and emotional intelligence. Their calm gives them space to understand others better, even if they themselves are not always understood. Yet the world often mislabels them. You're missing out. You should get out more. Don't you get bored? These questions sting because they imply incompleteness. But history is filled with creators who found their breakthroughs in silence, not noise. Silence teaches patience. Silence teaches clarity. Silence teaches strength that does not need applause. If home feels safe, what is being protected? Sometimes it's sensitivity. People who stay home often absorb noise and emotion intensely. Their nervous system seeks stability, not unpredictability. Home gives them control over their surroundings. And through that control, peace. Sometimes it's trust. They open their hearts slowly, carefully, because they feel deeply. They value emotional safety. And sometimes, it isn't about fear at all. It's simply preference, a quiet space that fits who they truly are. They enjoy hobbies that don't require crowds. Reading, gaming, writing, watching films, creating things. Their joy becomes a ritual instead of a spectacle. Here's a quiet truth. They care intensely. They love deeply. They notice details others overlook. When distractions disappear, the heart learns how to focus. If you are someone who loves staying home, you may have wondered if something is wrong with you. Maybe you felt misunderstood. Maybe you've questioned your personality. But what if nothing is wrong? What if the world simply hasn't learned to celebrate your quiet? Your silence has depth. Your solitude has meaning. Your calm is powerful. Let me speak as one of you. I once thought the world would forget me if I stayed quiet for too long. But my inner world began to bloom. Thoughts grew into ideas. Ideas grew into meaning. And I realized something timeless. Home is not walls. Home is a state of mind. The psychology behind this lifestyle runs deeper than introversion. Some extroverts love home too. It's about emotional energy, where it's drained and where it's restored. It's about trust. Opening up only to those who feel emotionally safe. It's about having a complex inner life. Turning silence into creativity. Turning routine into meaning. Finding purpose without needing a destination. It's about creating a space where anxiety, overstimulation, or past disappointments can settle. A room becomes a refuge after betrayals, broken trust, or times when feelings were too heavy for others to hold. Home becomes the place where you no longer have to apologize for existing. Yet loving home does not mean lacking dreams. Your aspirations are not small. They are simply internal. You don't need the cheers of many. You need the understanding of a few. Home is the one place where you don't have to perform. Where judgment dissolves. Where exhaustion turns into rest. You can stand beside a window and watch the world rush by, and in that moment, you understand the gift of being grounded. The world may glorify constant movement, but stillness is also progress. Rest is part of growth. Silence is part of understanding. You are not pausing your life. You are living intentionally. You notice the subtleties others miss, the sigh hidden in a sentence, the strength behind someone's silence. You are the kind of person who understands emotions through pauses, not noise. That is a rare strength. There is a beautiful quality often overlooked. People who love staying home have self-companionship. They trust their own thoughts. They sit with their emotions instead of running from them. This is not loneliness. This is self-connection. So hear this clearly. You are not strange for loving home. You are not fragile. You are not unambitious. You are building a life that does not drain you. And someday, if the world outside feels softer and more aligned with your heart, you will step into it with intention. Not because you were pushed, but because you chose to. Until then, savor your warm drink slowly. Keep growing in the quiet. Keep protecting your peace. Because people who love staying home are the ones who teach the world what it means to feel like home.